I'm not sure if I'll play San Andreas. Maybe, possibly. It needs more enemies. Reminds me a lot of Taz Wanted. I don't know if it really needed more enemies. It was weird. It had strange level design. I'll say that. The game was just weird in general, though. I mean, that OST was very fucky. WizDivision, thanks to $2. I assume you've already tried Dench Attack demo. Well, I'm sure WizDivision enjoyed when I actually played that, I guess, for what little I played of it. It's not really my type of game, honestly. The DEI anime aside, I think the actual gameplay was, it controlled well. It just isn't my type of game. Toby the Drink, thanks to 17 months membership. Watch, I ain't... Well, we're not even doing a video watch segment. I can see there's an N-word in there, that's for sure. But, I just wanted to check out the Running with Scissors game because they're just going full woke, which is fucking funny. I mean, imagine making Postal 2 one of the edgiest games of all time, and you go woke. It's like, it just happens to everybody. There's no hope. Axton Zero, thanks to the $5. What mic do you use? I can't remember. It's the Shure SM7B. This is the same microphone that every professional YouTuber uses pretty much. Because, I mean, you get diminishing returns after this. I don't think you don't need this as your entry-level microphone. I used, what was it, the Audio-Technica 20-something for, what, a year and a half or something. And it was fine. I mean, this is better for sure, but it's like the Audio-Technica one is $140 and this one is $400. So you kind of have to decide if it's worth dropping $400 in the beginning if you're not committed to YouTube, right? Because you're already going to be spending a bunch of money on other things. So it's really up to you, I guess. But this is a great microphone. You really don't need anything better than this. In slightly gaming news, Yoko Taro of Nier/Drakengard is writing a new Evangelion anime. I'm tired, boss. Well, I'm sure people will scrutinize the shit out of that. I was never an Evangelion fan, so I don't really care. Bud Sunny, thanks to the $5. Hey, Synth, have you heard of Sky Gunner and Gitaru Man for PS2? Yes. I haven't played them, but I know of them. Really fun games. Some of my favorite games of all time. Maybe I'll play them at some point. Synchro Max, thanks to the $5. In reference to being a man, it reminds me of a line from Yakuza 2. Real men ought to be a little stupid. Yeah. 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 You gotta be bold. You gotta be brash. And a lot of times that also equals stupid. Case in point, chat. Vals, thanks to the 2 Canadian. Poll the iconic McDonald's chicken nugget shapes. Hold on, you just remind me to end the poll. We went with the Dino Nuggie, as you can see from the emojis. Or the emotes. The emote that I did. Hold on, it skipped me. I got skipped. That always annoys me every time. Mick T. D's, thanks for the membership. Struggler, thanks to the 10 months of membership and the Dino Nugget emote. Brian C, thanks to the $2. Synth Sus plus Sarugi equals Synth, a wedding ring, and a chicken nugget. I absolutely would never in a million fucking years chop a woman's limbs off. I promise you that it was just a stupid ass, insane, like, thought that went out of control. Like, you guys know me. I've admitted to plenty of gross shit. I'm absolutely not into that. I promise you. It was just a stupid, extremely edgy joke is what it was. A good one, though. Definitely a good one. Extreme meme worthy, for sure. Classic Jewish tactic, lying, but Devin's the Jewish one, and we're not related. Reigning Terror, thanks for $5. Is this a game set in the future about a war against Indians? Was that for the fucking train game or for Starship? Oh, this for Starship Troopers, I bet, is what Reigning Terror is talking about. Sebastian Howard, thanks to the $2. Pre-ordered RE9. Okay. I mean, I thanks for the info, bud. Thanks. Mac, my man, thanks to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifted memberships individually for some reason. My Stridlery, thanks to the 20 months of membership. It's a woman crossing her arms, a woman holding one arm up, a woman holding two arms up, a woman, is that just a normal smile, I think, and then arrows pointing, 2 nuggets, and then a plate with a knife and fork, and then synth drinking. That's definitely something. Vals, thanks to the 5 Canadian. What would you do if Thomas rang your bell at midnight and when you answered, a giant dragonfly grabbed him and flew off with him as you screamed? Would you save him? I would wake up because it didn't happen. Okay, if I have to engage with the hypothetical, I'm not sure. What the fuck? What could I even do? Like, how is the dragonfly super fast and it's like already flown off into the distance by the time I could really react? Dude, I don't even know. That'd be fucking trippy. Yeah, but like, Valst, how would calling the cops help if the dragonfly grabs someone and flies away? Police, yeah, the 911, the dragonfly grabbed my friend and flew away. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're hanging up on my ass, 100%. Yeah, call SCP. Yeah, I don't have the number, unfortunately. Yeah, Thompson's just dead. I'm locking myself in the house and I'm looking out for other giant dragonflies. You know what I'm saying? Like, there could be another one that grabs me and kills me. I'm gonna make sure everything's locked down. Look around for other giant bugs. MacMahon, thanks for another gifted membership. Jeb Reggie, thanks for the 20 months membership. Why do they always have shit character design? Yeah, dude, they want to destroy everything. Like, it's ironic that leftists hate Israel because they're so spiritually Jewish. They just don't realize it. When you become fully demoralized and want to spread ugliness, then you definitely are spiritually Jewish. You just don't get it. You would have no self-awareness. Super Toucan Bros, thanks to the 20 pesos. Lame game is not anime. It's American DEI slop. Exactly. Cultural appropriation. There you go. Brian C, thanks to the $2. Was this the sequel, Yellow Train Goes Troon? Unfortunately, I don't think Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom is getting a sequel. If anything, the devil keep making fucking, like, they made a Balatro, like, and got 10 times as many sales, which just shows you that I have absolutely no influence on sales for a game. Which is not surprising. Not surprising. Influencers don't really influence in that way. That's not how it works. Gorilla 3000, thanks to the 20 months of membership. 6 million smash burgers. And he wrote that with the cool S's. By the way, yeah, one of you guys, I forgot who it was, shared with me that Critical apparently liked High on Life 2 or something. It's like, dude, it's liquid feces. I didn't even listen to the full video. I was sent another video. I don't know if maybe he admitted the game gets bad or something at some point. I have no idea. But the point is, he said that he didn't like the first one. So how could you like the second one? The second one's worse in, like, not in every way. I think the combat's better than the second game, but basically everything else is worse. It's like, how could you, if you didn't like the first one, how do you like the second one? That doesn't make any sense. Schizo Garcia, thanks to the 2 Australian. Oh, I didn't finish my train of thought. Sorry. This is why this is not going to be a long stream. But what I was saying is, he has, you know, like 16 million subscribers or whatever, right? The game peaked at like 2,000 something players on Steam. So Critical shilled your game and it came out to 0 sales. How does that work? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, influencers don't even really influence. Honestly. Schizo Garcia, thanks to the 2 Australian. Total Ricardo Death. Based. Just the best friend, thanks to the $5. Hey Synth, great review on High on Life 2. Wanted to mention there's an Aqua Teen episode based on you called Dumber Dolls. You should check it out. Are you insulting me right now? I don't know. I've probably seen it. I've seen most of Aqua Teen, but I forget because a lot of the episodes blend together. To be fair, you didn't make a full review of Yellow Taxi Goes Room, so it's not as if your positive feelings toward it would have spread around that much. Yeah, but if I had reviewed it, it would have got, like, even fewer reviews than the Kirby vid, so. The only thing that gets less views than, like, a, you know, either a modern game or a retro review or whatever is an indie review. Indie reviews get no views at all. People do not care about indie games at all. Unless it's, like, whatever the new normie slop shit is, like Silk Song, right? Like Silk Song, honestly though, I think the videos about Silk Song didn't even get that many views, but the point is it'll sell a lot because people are excited and want to play it because of all the hype. But 99.99% of indie games, no one gives a single fuck about. It's the depressed suicidal doll Meatwad gets. All right, thanks. Thanks, just the best friend. Certainly not my best friend. AI Attack Bot, thanks to the $10. I can't decide if I no longer like gaming or if most modern day games are pee poo poo. I tried playing Dragon Quest XI S and that game bored me to fuck. Interesting turn of phrase there. Yet it received a 91 on Metacritic. Well, I probably could have told you. Dragon Quest, every game is the same. Every single game is the same. I think all the people who overly praised it probably just didn't play the other ones. And this, I'm saying this as someone who kind of likes Dragon Quest. It's just that you have to know what you're in for. If you don't like that type of a game, and when I say type of game, I don't mean JRPGs, because you can like JRPGs and think Dragon Quest isn't good. Trust me. But you really have to like specifically the type of JRPG that Dragon Quest is to like Dragon Quest, right? Whenever I recommend Dragon Quest, I just say play the Joker games. They're like Pokemon, except you fuse all the Pokemon together, and it's much better gameplay wise than the main Dragon Quest games. Oh yeah, and answer your question, it's probably just modern games or pee poo poo. You know, just play some old games you've never played. I bet there's hundreds of good ones you never touched from 20 years ago. So just try them. Boo Boo Gade, thanks to the 10 pounds. Kino is in your DNA. Thanks. Knife Boy, thanks to the 2 months of membership. Have you seen the game Into the Unwell? That doesn't sound familiar, but I guess I'll look it up just in case. Oh, right. Yeah. Wait a minute. I remember when this showed up in one of the game showcases. Okay, it's coming to early access soon. Why early access? Yeah, this is the cartoon It looks like an old Looney Tunes cartoon type game. Yeah, I do remember that. North Shore Drive, thanks to the $5. Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night. Pictures taken moments before disaster. Yes, I'm well aware of the Tourette's guy. I know, I've seen it. Bud Sunny, thanks to the $5. I sold my copy of Cubivore to afford the Courage Cowardly Dog art book. There's no artwork of Bunny or Kitty in that book. I'm mad, Synth, help me. They were lesbians anyway, weren't they? Isn't that the lesbian episode? Why would you want pictures of cartoon lesbians? Was one of them with a dude? Yes, it was a stereotypical lesbian story of there's the abusive dog guy who represents toxic masculinity. They even had the character in the fucking Courage game we played, the Dreams game. They had him as he was like one of the main villains. Hold on. Brian the God, thanks to the $5. Have you seen Tyler Oliveira's new Toucan video? No, but I heard it got his Patreon shut down, someone said during Chudcast. I want to play like one more demo though before we like watch videos or any of that shit. If we even watch videos. Retargus 2, thanks to 5 reals. My cousin who works in the cartels is a job opportunity for you if you're interested. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna... Oh, well, I get it. That's a nugget joke. Yeah. Well, still, I could still say the same thing. Yeah, I'll quit my job as a YouTuber to chop up women. That makes sense to me. Good career change. You know, you gotta make... Life gets stale after a while, and you just want to chop up a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shit, don't tell me you haven't had that feeling before. X and Zero, thanks $2, but you said 2077 needed more food as 6 years ago. I said a lot of things that many years ago. Stallion Milk, thanks to the $5. I'm in one of those moods where I want a game, but I'm staring at my Steam library of over 600 games, don't want to play any of them. I have a simple solution for you. Play RuneScape and never stop. It will occupy your attention for thousands of hours, so you'll never have to wonder about what to play, because you'll just play RuneScape. That's what Devin's doing. Swooping Hamster, thanks for $5. Japanese Zoomers are starting to not care about Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy because sequels take 6+ years to develop. Only Pokemon is still relevant. Yeah, Game Freak... I won't say they figured it out because they had to fucking scam people because I don't know what the fuck happened to that company, but they figured out at the very least that modern dev cycles are a trap and you need to just put out shit. Like the fact that we got 2 seasons of the Fallout show and nothing Fallout related is even going to come out as a game until like 2035 is insane. Like this is nonsense. But yeah, that's the reality of the shitty game industry. A suggestion for a demo of Boomer Shooter with industrial edgy art Tremin. I think someone mentioned that before. I know Fuentes Part 2 can. Well, you know, he didn't exactly pass the physiognomy test. I'll say that much. You know, you look at him and you kind of just assume. Andy Worski shout out Griffin's streams the other day. Neat that he watches the Modern Chud Sphere. He likes you. Yeah, I've heard kind of debates back and forth though about that. I mean, I don't really care. Like, you know, it's one of those situations where I have no investment and also no interest in drama. So I'm never going to watch any of like the lolcow type stuff because the only lolcow stuff I cared about was when it was YouTubers I grew up with. As in, you know, I'm a 30-year-old man now and I'm barely a fan of any other E-celebs at this point, you know? Like I like Flash Gits, I vaguely still like, the Oni Plays crew. But everyone else that I watch, I'm not really like a fan. I just think they have entertaining content, Bro is not into politics. I feel like I've talked about that a bunch of times already. I don't like Emiru. Why would I? I don't listen to any women online, I could tell you that. Fuentes' sister was recently confirmed to be part Toucan. That's how they figured it out. Wonder why he would keep that a secret. Why do you think he would keep that a secret? I don't know. Shouldn't he be proud of his Jewish heritage? You guys don't immediately press don't recommend channel when a Floyd or Brown pops up in your suggestions. I have hit don't recommend channel over 1,000 times. I guarantee you it's well over 1,000. And some of them I get re-recommended after a certain amount of time. The button doesn't even fucking work. It's actually crazy. YouTube will just start randomly recommending me mainstream channels I've hit don't recommend channel on after a while.